Hey traders, let's have a look at the markets. Let's get straight into it. Do not place a trade based on what you're seeing in this video today, because trading is risky and it can cause substantial financial loss. There are so many areas you need to become good at to become a good trader. Emotional mastery, chart reading, trading systems, money and trade management. So this video is just educational only to help you become a much better trader. Alrighty, so guys, let's have a quick look at the markets. Market update time. Alright, so pretty much a nothing day across the board. You see that, let's have a look at the Dow Jones. Again, pretty much a nothing day. Little upward movement, little downward movement, not much going on there. Let's go have a look at the S&P again. Little upward movement, not much going on there. Very, very interesting to see what we're sort of playing out through here, guys. It's, we're not pushing up to major highs yet, so that's really interesting. Let's go have a look at the Russell. Russell had like a little sort of nice little move to the high side there. As you can see, still hasn't broken above this high here yet. And looking at the Nasdaq as well too. Now guys, something is very, very, very interesting that is forming through here, and I can see what I can see on the chart. I know that makes no sense to you, but let me actually explain what I mean here. Let's go have a look, a bit of a deeper look into the hourly chart, and I'll show you what I'm seeing here on the hourly chart. Noticing this is the Dow Jones, and if you look at the Dow Jones on this chart here, you can notice that we could potentially be creating a stair step down. Now this is a potential, right? The reason why is it hasn't actually happened yet, but you can see how we had this higher peak, this higher trough, higher peak, high trough, higher peak, lower trough. Is this here, this area through here, which has had a lot of issues, is this likely to be resistance? And then we actually head down. Are we likely to see that? And that's the question that I'm asking myself. If it holds here, then we could actually start to, again, this is short term, not calling for a crash, then we could actually start to head down and have a couple of 100-point move down to the downside. This could be the thing that I'm looking at for. And as you can see, guys, right, we're starting to break past this little upper movement. It's breaking down, and we might be starting a channel going to the downside. Have a look at the S&P 500. Right, so the S&P 500, this is the hourly chart. You've got this real big support here, and the markets took off in pretty much a sideways day. But what we're getting here is we're getting a few things. We're getting this where the market is at this resistance level, so this could be like a little fake out and then a gap down. We have rallied back up to there, but notice something here, right? We had this trough, higher trough, sort of a peak, broke up, created this little run up, and then a drop back down. We created this lower trough. Is this overall lower peak here? And if it is, then that's when we're likely to start seeing this sort of action, like a pretty nice drop down. That's what I'm seeing there on the S&P. Let's go have a look at the is that my software again? Is that my software? All right, let's take that. Let's take two. All right. Do I have to do that? Yep. Ask me later about you. Let's go back to here. Let's go to the Russell now. All right. No, not SLV. SLV had a nice update actually. Get into another video. Let's go have a look at the Russell now on the hourly chart. And what do we see here on the Russell on the hourly chart? Now guys, we're just looking at the potentials, right? We're not saying that this is going to happen. We're just looking at the potentials of where everything is right now. And we can see, but looking at this hourly chart, if we pause here, guys, this could be a head and shoulder formation. Let me actually... If we pause here, guys, this is likely to be a head and shoulder formation. So you can see this here, right? And again, we just don't know. So this here could be a shoulder. This has a bit of a neckline here. And there's the head. This here could be a right shoulder. So as you can see, it looks like a big, let me make that green, big head and shoulder formation forming on the hourly chart. That's been forming, hooly dooly! Look at that, for the whole of August so far. So you can see what's happening through here. So if we do find a lot of resistance around here, which it looks like we're trying to, then we may actually head down. Guys, I'm not saying we're going to do that, okay? This actually could continue blast up. I'm just showing you what I'm seeing on the charts right now. And the reason why I'm saying that, guys, is because no one knows what's going to happen here. But if we do start the breakdown, then I say, if we do start the breakdown, and especially break past that 122 level, then I would say, yeah, that we actually have that we're likely to run down towards this sort of level support here pretty quickly, I would say. Maybe you've got 3 or 4% on the downside through there, so that could happen pretty quickly. Looking on the Nasdaq, what is the Nasdaq showing us? Same and similar sort of things, right? We're actually getting with the Nasdaq, right? You can see here on the hourly chart that this here, that level there is actually starting. You can see that level through there, and we're starting getting a little breakout. But that's, let me draw that. You can see here, right? We actually have this sort of shoulder, head, and shoulder. And you can see that that's a potential head and shoulder formation forming. If we do pause here and start to break down, then yeah, we're likely to come back down towards the 5,150 and maybe even continue down from there. We just don't know. But that's what's happening. If we do pause here, guys, and we don't run up and don't break these highs and we start to head down and we break this level, then we're probably going to spend another week or so just having a pullback here. So maybe this is the start of something in the market. So there we go, guys. Remember, success can be yours if you go claim it. So step up, take massive action, and face your fears today. I'm not going to BS you here. Trading is hard. Over my 10 years of trading, I've learned some amazing systems and strategies, and I've put it all in my brand new Grab the Markets by the Balls course. And I'm giving you 100% free access. This whole course is 12 videos long and almost 10 hours of the best systems and strategies that I know. Click on the image below now to get 100% free access right now.